Alright, BB40 back with another Zombie Rush survival video. And in this one, I wanted to show what I just recently discovered, talking with some other players in their Tower of Zombies Discord server. This medic class has some really good advantages. I haven't made it to Trapper or the Demolitionist. I don't know what they do, but the medic has these pulse turrets that are pretty strong. They're double barreled. It has this buff tower that makes them even stronger, and a healing tower, healing station. And what that can do is, as your pulse turrets take damage, the healing station heals them. It recovers their health, brings it back all the way up to 100%. And they're not very expensive, which you'll see in the game when I get to playing here. But I'm going to show you what I've been experimenting with, what I like to do. So I do my usual, going through the guns, working my way up to get the AK and then the minigun. So, but what I'm doing, and what I plan on doing, I'm going to experiment with this some more, and so far it's worked really well, is I will start off with a central location at the top of the building here, up on top, using a buff tower in the middle. The buff tower is a radius, a diameter, in which anything laid down inside that diameter will be buffed. So I'm trying to keep all my turrets inside that radius. And I'm going to lay down more, but I'm going to keep them in the center of the building. So I'm going to make one from this angle, one to the left and one to the right. And the reason I want to do that is I want to spread the zombies out when they attack. I don't want them all attacking one small area. Just my own preference. I like to spread them out so I can see the zombies better and kill the small ones. That's what I want to talk about in this strategy. What helps it work. These pulse turrets are strong enough to where they even keep the mega brutes. It keeps the mega brutes away from the turrets. The impact of the rounds pushes the zombies back, which is pretty cool. So I had to take a short break and go close my front window. It's facing the street, and you probably heard that motorcycle go by. So it's just a really nice day today. I want to have the windows open and get some nice fresh air in here and air out the apartment, but I'll have to do that later. So anyway, yeah, working my way up. I now have the MP5, and I'm just gonna get enough money to go ahead and get the AK-47 and then the minigun. So yeah, the minigun is definitely better than the AK because of how much rounds it shoots all at once, and you could just take the zombies down quicker than even the AK can. I mean, AK one-shots all the zombies at this wave here. With the MP5 here, it takes multiple shots to take them down. AK is pretty strong gun, and it's fun to use, but it's just you get that wide spread from the minigun that just makes it worth it to get the minigun. So my strategy here is going to I'm picking the middle of the building here, so that zombies will probably come up on both sides. But it turns out that most of the zombies come up on this side over here. Especially if I'm hanging out on this side, that's where all the zombies are going to go. So, and what I'm going to do in this, what I'm going to show is, I'm going to be using the healing stations later on when we get up close to like round 70 or so. And well, you see on top right, you see my wave number 12. There's an auto skip waves button right below it. If you turn that off, you click on it. Actually turn it on. When you click on it, it turns green. And what happens is you won't get this break I'm getting right now between waves. There'll just be a constant spawning of zombies. But the problem I had with that is it ended up getting stuck at a particular wave. And I think what happened, I don't know for sure what happened, but what I think happened is that one of the zombies from a particular wave got stuck somewhere. And more zombies kept spawning and spawning and spawning. Even though I was killing them, the wave didn't change because I needed to kill that one last zombie that was spawned during that wave. Okay, if that makes any sense at all. But that's my theory, is that there was a leftover zombie and the wave would not advance until that zombie was killed. So, but you see that here. I figure what happens when I think wave 88, and then again I think at another wave where I try turning it back on. All I had to do is just turn it off. But anyway, here I'm going to set up another buff tower and another tower over on this side over here. So I'm going to get a group of these buff tower areas where I'm going to set up all my turrets along each side, facing the upward ramps on each side. And I'm going to end up with a lot more on my left side than my right side, because the zombies there's a lot more zombies come up on the left side than the right side. You've got that whole open area down there where they're all spawning. You can see them spawning down there. So most of the zombies come up on that side over there. The other side just has a little courtyard down the bottom down there. And the problem, I think, right there, you see the zombies getting stuck on the side right there on the left? I think that's what ends up happening, is the zombie gets stuck there and it prevents the wave from changing. Even though the zombies keep spawning and spawning and spawning, the waves don't move up, and you'll see that later on. So anyway, I'm going to keep going with the guns until I get my minigun, and then I'm going to start saving up money and adding more and more and more turrets. And then I'm going to show using the healing tower, or healing station. And it actually does work pretty good. Sometimes I even put 2 in there. I don't know if it heals twice as fast or not, but it just feels good to have 2 of them, because they're not very expensive. $140 for one, to buy a healing station. And the second one I think is $200. And then you just wait for them. They have like a timer. To me, it seems like what it looked like to me is it wasn't just a timer. It's a timer if it's not active. But if it's active, then the timer, I think, just stops counting down. As long as it's active healing something, healing the turrets, or healing the buff tower, as long as it's doing some healing, it doesn't lose time. It doesn't lose its health or whatever. It's only got a certain amount of... It's like a health bar shows up on the top, and it keeps draining and draining if it's not doing its job, if it's not healing anything. So, but I found out about this. I have to give Vegan Water credit, or Phase. Phase Jev got termed is his ID. He figured this out on his own, I think, and there's other players also have figured this out, that when you have the medic active, if you go in as the medic and use these turrets with the healing stations and the buff towers, you can basically go all day. I mean, he's gone over, and I know another player has gone over 6,000 waves. Now I'm only going to show how to get, using this technique to go 100 waves in just 30 minutes. And you can get to the point where you don't have to even sit here and watch it. As long as you got a healing station, you just let it go, and the zombies just eventually get mowed down, and just wave after wave. The turrets, you get enough turrets set up, and they're all inside this safe zone of the healing station. You can set it up and just walk away. You can't. You still have the 20-minute timer. If I did not shoot my gun or move or do something on my avatar, so you'd probably have to use the auto clicker if you want to just walk away for a little while. But yeah, I mean, they do this. He said he did it one time for 16 hours and went 5,400 and some waves in 16 hours. So it's crazy. It's almost like has endless potential. But you see, this is my strategy, and I'm going to try this again a few more times and see how it works out. But I'm setting up this like a line of those buff towers, and I'm going to place, like I said, the turrets all along each side. More on this left side here, since this is going to be seeing more zombies coming up this side here. So, and it worked good. I mean, the only problem I had, and I mentioned, is if I turn on the auto skip waves, where I don't get this break that I just had just then. You don't get this break between waves, and that the zombies just keep spawning and spawning. I mean, the waves were going pretty good. I went about 7 or 8 waves, and then just hung up because a zombie got stuck somewhere. Is what I think happened. So, but this works out pretty good. I mean, this, you can see the minigun here is just, I mean, it just mows them down. It's like pressure washing the driveway. Washing all the zombies off here. Yeah, it sends them flying the way it would send some mud flying on your driveway. So it's pretty cool. I was thinking of doing another video too on showing multiple players in the game. I was really surprised when I went in with just 3 other players. I guess you can have up to 4 players in a server here, whatever. And there was so many zombies. I was astonished. Whatever amount of zombies you get for 1 player, like for me right here, right now, you get like 4 times that with 4 players in the game. I mean, the zombies are just like everywhere. So that was a lot of fun, using my minigun, just mow all them down. So we're moving up. We're up to wave 30 now. I'm saving up a bunch of money. I need to go and put in some more towers before I can actually do the auto skip. Although it almost looks like it's on right now. The zombies just keep coming and coming, but it says auto skip off. It's still off. I'm getting a lot of zombies for only wave 30. So I cut down the numbers, and I got some money saved up, so I'm going to lay down some more towers here. Some more turrets. So I'm going to build up a defense along this one side here. Put down a good amount of turrets. Add a couple more on this other side. I really didn't need a whole lot on this other side over here. They never were in danger of being overrun by the zombies, even after 100 waves. Because you just do not get that many over there. I mean, if I would have positioned myself more on that side, you might get more zombies over there. But I tended to want it to stay in the middle or to the left. So I'm trying to make sure all the zombies came up on the left side. So when it really gets moving here, I just turned off the skip waves. So it's actually on now to where it's skipping the waves. So it should be a constant flow of zombies. But we'll see how it works out here. So everybody up to wave 34. Let's see how quickly it moves along. And what I tend to do is, I'm sitting in here in my minigun, and I'm just going to take out the zombies at the top of the ramps. I'm hoping to get a bunch more money, and I can lay down some more turrets. It's just going to take a little time. I may actually be stuck at wave 34, I'm not sure. So the turrets are actually strong enough to keep the zombies under control. I don't even need to use my minigun. Especially if I lay down some more turrets here. I kind of used up my money. I've got enough on the right side. I don't think I'm going to add any more on the right side. But I do need... yeah, I turned it off. I had to clear out the zombies. Let's see what happens. I turn it back on again. So it kept getting stuck at a certain wave. And my theory is that a zombie was getting stuck somewhere. And you have to kill every zombie during the wave in order to get that wave to move on to the next wave. So it's basically you got to clear them all out, and one was getting stuck and it wasn't getting cleared out, and it was causing it to hang up. So here we're at 37. That's the only flaw I can find in this particular strategy, is that I can't just let the waves keep going because the zombie keeps getting stuck somewhere. So I'm already up to 39. I forget if it gets stuck here on 39. Nope, there's 40. So it is floating along okay right now. You see how on the right, that Mega Brute? See these pulse turrets just push it away. They won't even hit the turrets because they're so strong. They just push the zombies away. But what ends up happening is there's so many zombies coming out, especially with the this skip wave option, that I end up focusing mainly on just the smaller zombies, the ones I can kill the quickest, and let the turrets take care of the bigger ones. And you can see look to the left, you can see just over that drop right there, all the zombies just piling up, getting stuck there. And I'm going to end up showing this to the developers and see if there's something they can do about preventing the zombies from getting stuck down there. I think that's what happens. We did move pretty quick up to wave 46. But as I was talking about the other player, FaZe, he picked this area right at the top of that ramp. And I believe the reason he did that was because it prevented the zombies from getting stuck and causing the waves to freeze up. And that way you could just keep them moving along really well. So I was able to lay down some more turrets. So I got a pretty good defense on my left side, but I'm going to try to lay down some more when I get the money. See, I'm not too worried about the right side because I'm hanging over to the left side and not many zombies are coming up on the right. Not up the right ramp. They're coming up the ramp on the left. And I accidentally dropped... I keep hitting the wrong key sometimes, and I placed another buff tower in the middle there just accidentally. So the buff towers do give each of the turrets more health, and it gives their rounds more damage. So I want to try to spread these zombies out a little bit more. So I'm trying to drag them over, but they're getting stopped by the turrets. They're not making it up. And we're up to wave 55 already. I think we've only been going maybe about 15 minutes, 16 minutes into this. So the reason I like this, because you can move through the waves pretty quick. These medic turrets are pretty strong, and you can, when the zombies start actually taking over that ramp and coming closer and closer to the turrets, that's when you drop a healing station. Because turrets, I'm going to get to the point, like I say, about around wave 70 or so, where they do end up just overpowering. The shots from the turrets just not enough to keep them back all the time. You get too many of these mega brutes and the other brutes coming up, and it just can't keep up with them all. So the healing station, what's great about the healing station, it has a very large diameter. I drop one in the middle, it'll cover everything in this area. It's a very, very big diameter circle of healing that it does. So I can heal all these turrets with one healing station. It works really good. You watch, I go over to this other side over here, and then more zombies are coming up that ramp now on the right side. So if you do follow this type of strategy and you want to split the zombies up more, have them come on both sides, and just hang over to the right side. with the turrets on the right, and drop some more turrets on that side. And then you might get a more even distribution of the zombies if they kind of sent you over to the right side. But you can even lay these down. I probably should have laid these down more to the right than they appear to be. Looking at it now, I laid them down a little bit more to the left. I started too close to the left. I should have stayed to the right a little bit more. So I am going to do this again. This is only the second time I've gone in the game as the medic. The first time I built where I did before, I built a fortress on that far left corner over there where that ghost zombie just spawned. I set it up over there and I just kept building out from there. I had the same kind of arrangement with 3 of these buff towers. 3 of these circles stretching out across the deck. And it kind of worked okay. I did actually need to use the healing station more than I did because I ended up losing some of my turrets. But that was my first time trying out this medic. So we're up to wave 74, and the zombies were actually pushing the boundaries there. They were getting close to my turrets there that time. So I'm dropping some more turrets, try to give some more support. I ended up making some more money there. So, but now it's going to get to the point where I have to choose my battles here. I've got to pick off, and I do recommend picking off the little ones, the smaller zombies. Get the ghost zombies, the little crawlers, get the red speedy zombies, and the regular green zombies. Try to kill those first. And let the turrets push the big zombies back. And that's the way it was working for me. I just tried to take all the little ones so the turrets wouldn't be shooting at the little ones. I want them shooting at the big ones. And I need to just, use my minigun to take out the little ones so the turrets can focus on the big ones. And that was working pretty good. So now we're at wave 80. And we've only been going 23, 22 and a half, 23 minutes. I'm already up to wave 82 now. If it wasn't for the wave getting stuck, I could have easily done 30 waves in less than, 100 waves in less than 30 minutes. But I ended up getting stuck, and it took it took almost 10, I guess about 5 or 6 minutes to actually clear out the wave and to get all the zombies to stop spawning. And I forget if it was this wave or wave 88, but we'll see here in a little bit. But it seems to be, there goes 85, so we're still pushing the waves here. See, I'm not even worrying about the right side, but they are actually starting to hit my turrets. So I'm going to have to, there's a healing station. You see how big it is? That diameter of that healing station is really big. So anything that's taken any damage inside that diameter gets healed. So they basically made the medic virtually invincible. You've got some really strong turrets. You got these buff towers that make the turrets even stronger. And then you get this healing station that heals everything that gets damaged. So as long as you keep dropping those healing stations and keeping an eye on them, because they do have kind of a timer built into them. And if they're not actually being used, they will just disappear. They will run out, the timer will run out, and you have to just spawn another one. But you can see now, they're just really pushing. They're up to wave 91. They're just really pushing the boundaries now. I actually need that healing station now. And I'm going to try to drop some more turrets. Give some more help on that end, since that's where most of the zombies are hanging out over there. If I were to move down more to the bottom, then I could end up dragging some of the zombies with me. So I'm kind of like the magnet here. The zombies want me, and they're trying to get through the turrets to get to me. So, but now they're starting to spread out more. But if I see my healing tower disappear, my healing station, I'm going to have to drop another one. So it just disappeared, and I just dropped another one. That's what you got to watch out for and keep an eye on. Let's make sure that you always have a healing station when it gets this this intense. So up to wave 97. Actually, this is the wave I got stuck on. I remember now. This wave just would not change. So I turned off the skip waves, auto skip waves. I turned it off. And it's still going to take quite a while to clear out all these zombies. It's going to take a good 5 minutes to clear them all out. So that didn't happen. If we didn't get stuck at wave 97, I would have done 100 waves probably in about 25 minutes. So again, I'm just trying to take out the small ones. I'm putting in more turrets here because they need some more help on this side. Up in that end over there, just need more help. My healing station's getting low. So this is basically the strategy. That's what I'm going to do from now on. And usually after doing this for 100 waves, I end up at about 80,000 Zombux, which I can then use to go in and upgrade my towers and my stations and my turrets. I can upgrade them all. So that's what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back in a few more times and try to max out. You can see the turret is at 4 stars. You can go as much as 5 stars, I believe. And my healing tower is at 3 stars, so I got to get them up higher to 5. So I dropped 2 towers just to see if it would double the the health of my turrets and everything. You can see the zombies are still... My wave still hasn't changed on 97. I still got a ton of zombies out there. It's just multiple waves got piled up on top of each other. All because I think one zombie got stuck somewhere, prevented the wave from changing. So now you can see the zombies are spread out pretty good all on my left side. I get a feeling if I do this again, I'm going to need to be putting more turrets on the right side too. So I'm not worried about those big mega brutes on the left and bottom there. Turrets are keeping them away. And the ones up top, the turrets are keeping them away. As long as I can keep all the little ones under control. Try to kill all the little ones so the turrets don't have to waste their ammo on the little guys. Yeah, see, I'm still stuck at 97. It still hasn't changed. Zombies are still spawning. I don't understand because I turned off I turned off the auto skip waves. But they're still spawning as if it was still active. They're still coming out of the ground. You can see them all over there on the left. They're just not going to give me a break here. You can see how the big ones are being held back by the turrets. The little ones are sneaking through, and I just got to keep the little ones under control. Another thing that ends up being a problem too is the zap walkers. Those blue wizards that shoot out the lightning bolts that zap you with the lightning. They end up getting a few of them out there. They stay a distance away. They don't actually come in and physically touch turrets or anything. They just shoot their lightning at them and zap them and drain their health. So now we're finally starting to slow down here. We're finally getting rid of all the zombies that got backed up. It looks that way anyway. I still see them spawning though. It's still got zombie spawns going on. And we've been stuck at wave 97 for about 4 minutes now. So I'm going to point this out to the devs and see if they understand why the wave got stuck. And why the zombies are still spawning when I turned off the auto skip waves. I turned it off, but they're still spawning. seemed like this wave was never going to end. Because they kept getting more and more and more spawns. It just kept coming and coming. It's drove me crazy. So this is my favorite strategy right now. What I'm going to be doing from now on, because it blows through the waves so quickly, and you can earn yourself a lot of Zombux pretty quick. And this game, like some of the other games, you need the Zombux to upgrade everything. And even to buy the medic option, you needed to have Zombux to do that. But I recommend you make that your priority if you play this game, is to try to get the medic and use it like this. See, I'm not even worried about a healing station right now, because the zombies aren't even getting close to me now. It's starting to thin out some, even though they're still spawning. I don't understand why they're still spawning. And we're still on wave 97. I don't understand what's going on. Hopefully the developers can have an explanation for this. Or they can watch this and figure out what went wrong, if something actually went wrong here. Because they are still spawning. And it's been 5 minutes straight. Myself a good amount of money now, but I wasn't planning on going much further. I just wanted to do a video here and just go 100 waves. But I've got enough money to lay down a lot of turrets right now. And we're still spawning. It seems to be getting a little thinner, but I don't understand why there's still zombies spawning. It just doesn't make sense to me. Anyway, I hope you like this video and this strategy, and I definitely recommend trying this out. Maybe you can find another area in the map here that might work better. I'm still thinking about it and looking over the area. I don't know what would be best. I kind of like this. I was thinking that I would have, you know, defense set up on both sides. That would keep the zombies would be attacking from both sides, but obviously based on the geometry of this map, you get much more area on the left side where the zombies are spawning. And I think they actually stopped spawning. What do you know? So I can actually come out here and try to mow down the remaining stragglers here. And I can actually, you can see, I can get out here and the turrets are pushing those mega zombies back. Anything that comes up that ramp and gets within their range, they hit it and just knock it off to the left there and keep it away from me. And that guy there was probably the culprit that caused the wave to stick. So there we go, wave 98, yay. Yeah, the zombies, they keep getting tougher every wave. Even the smaller ones that I thought I'd be able to keep under control myself. I've gotten so strong it takes a lot of shots to take them down. So I'm trying to keep my turrets within the diameter of the buff towers, so they will end up getting all that extra strength. Do that extra damage. I think they get extra health too from the buff towers. So that was about it. I've hit well, only 98. So even that one wave there did actually take a while. I don't know how many zombies come out. I wish they had a zombie counter out here somewhere like they do in their other games. The Tower of Zombies and Zombie Mayhem, they show you how many zombies are left in the wave that you have to kill to move on to the next wave. but for some reason it did not put it in this one. Hopefully they can add that. It'd be helpful to know how many zombies you got left to kill in the wave in order to move on to the next wave. So I turned the skip waves back on. We'll see how it works this time. I believe I do end up getting stuck again. But basically what it does is just allows the zombies to just keep spawning non-stop. So I'm hitting wave 101. And I always said this video is going to be about how to get 100 waves in 30 minutes. If I didn't get that one stuck wave, it would have done it in about 25 minutes, but that wave got stuck. Yep, so this is the medic profile, whatever it is. Like I said, I highly recommend saving up your Zombux so you can get the medic. And just use this in the game. These turrets are much stronger than the, what do they call it? The beginner rookie. The rookie turrets. And the other two options I haven't looked at yet. I'm not sure how they work. I'm going to try them out eventually when I get enough. After I get all these guys upgraded, all these towers and my turrets, to get everything upgraded. I want to get my minigun upgraded too. It's not fully upgraded yet. As you can see on the left, it shows that I only got 3 stars on my minigun. I think once you get everything upgraded fully, then you'd pretty much be able to go non-stop. I gotta put down another healing station. There we go. I forgot. I noticed the zombies were starting to attack some of my turrets, so I need to get that healing station up there. And I'm not sure. Well, it looks like, looking at the outer diameter, I got 2 of them there. The ones on the very top, they are actually inside the radius. So they're getting healed also. So yeah, you turn off those, or turn on the skip waves, and the zombies just keep piling up and piling up. You can't kill them fast enough to keep up with the spawns, is what happens. And if you end up getting, just kind of like, looks like you're going to get overwhelmed too much with too many zombies, you just, like I just did there, you just turn off the skip waves and allow it to reset. So I think this wave 111, they get stuck again also. It's just another zombie gets stuck somewhere. So anyway, this is pretty much it. I appreciate you checking it out and hope you like this video. If you do, give a thumbs up. Very much appreciate that. And subscribe if you haven't done that yet. It's free. Doesn't cost you a thing. Like I said in another video, I said anytime I watch a video on YouTube and I like the content, I like the video, I always subscribe to every content creator out there that I like who does a good video. I don't hesitate to subscribe to them. And if everybody did that, we'd all be helping each other out a lot. And hell, I'll be able to I might be able to go buy a house one day, who knows? Instead of living in my apartment. Anyway, I appreciate you checking out the video, and catch me in the next one. Thanks. Bye.